Gentlemen, today's course is something really special. In fact, it's the first and only course I've ever watched twice, back to back in the same evening. It is How Billionaires, Icons, and World-Class Performers Master Productivity by Tim Ferriss, author of the 4-Hour Workweek. Guys, this book is insane. It's pretty much the Bible on how to accomplish more shit in less time. This course is truly in line with the quality you'll find in the 4-Hour Workweek. This course teaches you how you can ask yourself thought-provoking and very good questions that will lead you to go after your goals in the most effective manner possible, meaning that you will accomplish the most with the least effort. It will also teach you how you can make sure that you do not settle with being happy with doing a lot when in fact what you're doing is not bringing any results and not bringing money to the table. Because let's face it, most people are kind of very happy just feeling like you've worked hard. Isn't working hard fun? Yeah, working hard is so praised in our fucking society that people start feeling like working hard is all the shit. Let me tell you one thing. If you work hard on the wrong shit, you may be working hard, but you're not going to be putting money to the table. Let's say I work fucking hard on peeling potatoes. Yeah, fuck yeah, I peel potatoes very well, but I'm not going to get rich peeling fucking potatoes unless I'm making the fucking Willy Waller 2006. Now, then again, these questions will also let you think bigger about your fucking business so that you can achieve bigger results. Some examples of these questions are the following. First is, what's the worst thing that could happen and how could I get back here? Let's say you're building a business and you're on the fence, you're getting ready to make a big move that can have very strong consequences and you're afraid to do it. Before you do it, before giving up, it's good to ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen and how could I get back? For example, let's say you decide to quit your job and start your business. Maybe your business will fail. This is something that could happen, yes, and you will not have a job because you left it. Well, the truth is that it's always reversible. It's always something that you can come back. You can always get another job later if it doesn't work. So what are you really risking? Because risk, as Tim Ferriss defines it, risk is the likelihood of an irreversible negative outcome. Let's say you do leave your job to start your business. Well, you lost a job, but this is not irreversible. You can always get a new job later. So being stressed out about it, I mean, the worst thing that really could happen realistically is that you spend a couple of weeks without having a job, running after interviews and doing interviews all over again like you were in high school, but really, realistically, you're gonna live through that and yeah, you're gonna survive. Second question, even if you were to fail, how could you make it worthwhile? Now, this is one I really found powerful. The way I look at it is that it's kind of like Tai Lopez is talking about making things win-win. You know, making sure that you do things that you like while also bringing your bank account further up. Now, for example, I personally, my business isthiscoursgood.com is about reviewing online courses about business, about building businesses, building online marketing funnels so that I get passive income and all that kind of thing. And the thing is that what's really interesting about this, I'm kind of making some sort of Rotten Tomatoes to help you find the best courses, but in the process of doing that, I am actually following courses on how to make fucking money. So even if it doesn't work, even if I'm not able to make isthiscoursgood.com profitable, I will not have lost anything because I will have learned how to make money in the process through watching courses on entrepreneurship, sales, and how to make money online. So making things win-win. How you can ask yourself, always ask yourself how you can make things win-win. Number 3. What would this look like if it were easy? Now, this is something that's really good to ask yourself if you're like me and your brain for some reason really likes to overcomplicate things. You know, when I started network marketing, instead of just going straight to customers and trying to sell my products, I thought that I had to make something very flashy and fancy and very complicated, to be honest, to make sure that I had good results, and I became rich with network marketing. I thought that I had to build this website that would allow me to do drop shipping with my network marketing product, and I would build these PowerPoint slides for my reps, and I would make some training evenings and all that kind of shit. And really, I was really overcomplicated things. In all the time I was spending making all these PowerPoint supports, this website that never even saw the light of day anyways, all that time that I fucking wasted was time that I could have invested recruiting people and selling products. In the end, overcomplicated things really made my network marketing journey tough. So if I had asked myself this question, how would it look like if it were easy? Simply, it would have looked like me going in front of people, telling them, hey, I got this amazing product, here's how it can help you. And people would be, wow, I want to try it out. And I would just give it to them and sell them their refill. Simple as that. That's what some of my partners did, and hell, they're still making money with network marketing. Really, more complicated doesn't mean better. Number 4. This is really something powerful. If you could only work 2 hours a day, what would you do? Now, we all have this vision that our business requires fucking ton of time from ourselves, that we need to hustle to make it work. And yes, hustling is good. However, do notice that some days you only work a little, but what you do is so impactful that 2 hours of that day is better than 8 hours of another day, right? Let's say I spend a day, just 1 hour, contacting influencers on Facebook, and I talk about an offer I made them, and they accept to promote my channel or something. Maybe I've spent only 30 minutes writing that email, but just writing that email probably brought me more return on my time than making another random video, which would have probably took me 2 hours or something. It's about looking at the actions you can take in the short term and long term that will yield the best results for the less amount of time. And if you could only work like 2 hours a day, this means that you really have to cut in on all the activities that really are not bringing that much results, and really focusing on the things that bring results. Really, the thing about asking these questions is that it really forces you to get into that mindset that, man, there's no choice. You just have to realize what works in your business, what brings the most results, and ultimately it gives you very good insight on which you can act upon in the future. Now, I have basically one nitpick with this course. The only problem I'd say with this course is that it's fucking short. It's very fucking short. You'd say it's very effective. Yeah, it's true. Every 20 seconds I pretty much stop to write something in my notebook because it was just that jam-packed. However, it can be understated that the whole course lasts like 1 hour 30 minutes. And 45 minutes of that is just a Q&A that is not really related to the content of the course. You get things on nutrition, on exercise, on random marketing tips, and yeah, it's interesting, it's a good bonus, but realistically your core content on productivity just lasts 45 minutes, and this is something you need to be aware. this does not mean that it's not worth it. This is the best 45 minutes I've ever fucking watched. I'd say the quality of the content throughout is pretty much on par with landing page design and conversion rate optimization by Isaac Rudansky, which is also my, I'd say these are my top 2 courses which give you the most for your time. Now, the good, I think it's pretty much obvious that I like this course already, but if you need more reasons to get it, here are a few. Now, first of all, it's so motivating. Right after watching it, I pretty much sat down in front of my computers and spent like 1 hour planning my next day, planning my week, planning everything, starting to do my fear setting, doing all the exercise that he shows, and everything is just so motivating. Everything is just so thought-provoking. All the questions he asks you are all giving you answers and leads to act upon to improve your business. I mean, it's crazy how asking yourself these questions will bring you interesting ideas, and I just couldn't stop. In fact, I pretty much went to sleep at 5 a.m. because I was so fired up after watching this course for the second time that I just worked all fucking night on my business after watching it. Now, is this course good? Yeah, this course is very fucking good. It's one of the best courses I've ever watched. In comparison to the 4-hour work week, I'd say this course is pretty much a condensed version of all the best tips in the 4-hour work week on productivity and time management, with the added bonus of the 17 questions, which really are helpful and are certainly worth your time. Certainly just hearing them to start thinking about your business, brainstorm on all the things that you could do to make it better. So if you're interested, links are in the description down below. I hope you get as much out of it as I did. With that said, thank you for watching. If there's a course you want me to review next, I highly recommend you write them in the comments down below. If you are interested in getting this course, links are in the Despacito down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content like this coming very soon. We review online courses, books, and bring you more awesome content every fucking week. With that said, my name is Alec, as always, and I'll see you soon.